I say I have over 50% of my portfolio in Tesla, I got over 50% of my portfolio in Tesla.
Tesla having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad, everything.
There's a reason it is the largest position that I have.
It's largest annual decline ever.
If we look at the valuation now, it's actually improved.
Kevin, can I talk to you back here, please?
Should you buy Tesla shares for the long term at today's prices?
This video is brought to you by FTX.
So far this year, Tesla has shed about 70% from all-time highs. From a technical perspective, you have to look at the historical chart for Tesla. You can see here back in 2020 during the COVID crash, it was trading around $45 to $65 a share.
It's a complete bargain.
We did have it pushed to the upside once a bunch of Fed stimulus, lower rates, and then around $47 a share, Elon Musk did tweet that Tesla stock was overvalued. The market didn't care. It just kept pushing bull flag after bull flag, breakouts all the way to the upside, fueled mostly by low rates. The whole auto industry was doing really well during these 2 years. And you also had a bunch of short sellers trying to short the stock, which only fueled more and more rallies to the upside. It did consolidate in this area for quite some time before having that breakout to the upside. That was driven by the announcement that Tesla would be included into the S&P 500, and a bunch of passive flows into indexes and funds was automated. It just pushed it to the upside, and then we eventually topped out around $420 a share.
50 PE, you're sitting at a $585 future price target.
Believe it or not. And then since then, increasing interest rates, slowing growth, the number of deliveries, bad earnings after bad earnings, Tesla has started to fall to the downside.
I actually want to make sure I continue to provide value.
Imagine that, going from thinking that Tesla might be overvalued to a value play. Like hashtag not financial advice. Well, maybe I shouldn't say value, but I should say safer play.
Whoa, Tesla stock might explode.
Hashtag no guarantees, because don't sue me, bro. Thanks for watching. Check out the coupon for
the current technical setup on Tesla. It has finally found some sort of support. We've had this push to the downside, and then eventually we did find this mean reversion rally that's starting to take place. I do think that Tesla will likely build a bear flag and consolidate in this range. So you'll see it bounce, probably come up and retest this 135 to 138 level. It'll most likely form this sort of bear flag and then eventually break that previous low, head towards around $89 to $90 a share. This might act as support. And then eventually I do think the higher significant chance of a bounce is around the 65, which has been that previous key level where we broke out way back in June of 2020 and had the previous resistance before the COVID crash. I do think that level will be tested. That is a good level to actually play long because you don't have a lot of volume. So there's a gap here in volume and price likes to move quick. So if we do break below here, we'll probably see 65 in a hurry. But if you play calls to the upside on some short-dated contracts,
this is not personalized financial advice for you, right?
You'll likely see a pushback to 90, which is a really decent position to have. You can make a lot on a position like that, a couple 100% on some call contracts. And then as far as the long-term position on Tesla, a lot of people have been trying to extrapolate growth into the future. Full self-driving's 10x. What does that even mean? Full self-driving has been promised for like the last 10 years. It still hasn't come. There's way too many variables on the road. You could look into like the trolley dilemma. There's countless videos on Twitter of Teslas driving into stop traffic, speeding. I just don't really have any faith in that, just because there's so many different variables that can come up on the road. So I'd like to look at Tesla for what it actually is and what its growth is currently experiencing. You can see that total revenue is around $21 billion per quarter, trailing 12, $74 billion. If you compare that with Ford, it's around $40 billion a quarter, 151 trailing 12 months. And so you can see that Ford is about double the amount of revenue as Tesla. And they're also getting into electrical vehicles. I don't think you should buy Ford now, and I definitely don't think you should buy Tesla.
Sell some more EVs. Sell yourself into bankruptcy. It'll just be good for Tesla.
Right now, but Tesla is trading at a 350 or 390 billion market cap at today's price, even after the sell-off, compared to Ford's 46 billion. So that's about a $340 billion difference. Do I think Tesla will probably eventually head towards that 40 to 50, 60, 70 billion Market cap, I do. It just can't be sustained, especially in today's environment with the Fed tightening rates. I do think that Tesla will likely shed another 200 to 300 billion market cap, which puts it down another 50%, give or take.
Tesla stock below $1,000. It's a no-brainer.
In this $46 to $65 range. If you're looking to buy shares, I would definitely be waiting. You know, this could be another year or so before it to actually get down here, but I would be looking around those levels to actually decide if I actually want to buy shares of Tesla for the long term, if you do believe in all those things that I mentioned before. That's it for this video. Appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Follow for more.